Now a play fake here on first down. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
First carry now. This is Johnson. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be second and 11. And now it's Rosen looking. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Christian Kirk, 43 yards. And the Cardinals have taken the early lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down.
Hey, 18.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Marcus Golden coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. And now the Cardinals are going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And boy, got a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and it'll be a turnover on downs. They'll run it with Johnson. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Rosen. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Ricky Seals-Jones from 19 yards away. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. On second down, here's Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. The son Reddick coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Trubisky. Buying time to his left. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Rosen will throw. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 23 yards on the play.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Rosen again on 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On play action, Rosen. And completes it to Kirk over the middle. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Now Johnson. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Able to convert on 4th to bring up 1st and goal. That's a big 3 yards right there. They'll run it with Johnson. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. David Johnson punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field, and some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Cohen. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him. Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field. Throwing here, Trubisky, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Kimdichie getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Now Trubisky to throw on second. He's going to air one out. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way. Now it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd in there to get him for a loss of 5. Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively. Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. Now Rosen looking to throw. He's going to fire. And got his man complete. That one goes for 36 yards. Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way. No dink and dunk. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down. We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease. Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Right, now, let's see if they do it anyway. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. We're back to Soldier Field following this short break. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
Here's Rosen. And that's caught left side. Seals Jones with it. And he's taken down inside the 30. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be. I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the high hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Rosen to throw again. And that will be incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Marcus Golden in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night. They're going to try and throw. Finding Gabriel complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Rosen on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. The intended receiver was David Johnson, and now it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Shakes off the sack. He's going to look into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick, and he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. J.J. Nelson, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And now it's Rosen looking. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Marcus Golden bringing the pressure again, and that is his third sack here tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot.
And a loose football. And this is recovered by the Cardinals.
It's like
somebody call for the queen.
I never killed anybody, but I got something to do with that. I got the streets on my back, carry it like I'm moving them. I told him the hunter, like he trying to move it up. It was like 11 in the morning, skip to school, that's a truancy about it. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me a pop by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a six by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rats keep me up on the podium, I had a in my shoulder, you got a picture me, Pacific ice from an ocean, ready for war like I'm Russia, ladies should never look luggage, my diamonds they tussling, my neck and my belly, they calling for me and they, you want me like me and I look, yeah, her Rex on her, yeah, B-Rex better calm down, yeah, if you go around, come around, yeah, whole squad, yeah, squad goes on the, yeah, make some orange gel on my toes, yeah, Farrakhan glass for the chosen, yeah, you can go and get mad, jumping in the bed with 2 dark teeth, and who's you, my shawty pulling up with a real bad, you too.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL is in Houston, in the Space City at NRG Stadium. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Green Bay Packers. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. Trevor Davis now to return. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. Give him 30 yards there.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around to make the play on the football.
Menardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
He's going to try to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Miller. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
He may try and run for this. And some room to run. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is going to be Packer football. And they're not able to convert on 4th down. And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away, let your defense take over with better field position.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On play action, Rodgers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And it's a fumble. And this is going to be Packer football.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Jonathan Joseph there for the tackle.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And Adams has it, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Now Rodgers throwing on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On second down, here's Rodgers. That's complete to his tight end. This is Lance Kendricks. Touchdown, Packers. Lance Kendricks, 39 yards. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Crosby on now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Andre Howell, the one to bring him down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw is Rodgers. To throw on second down. And left side here, it's Graham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And no field goal try here from the red zone offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go with Williams. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And this Texans defense stands tall. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Miller, and the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. Josh Jones in on the stop.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. Now, you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick.
All right, let's go ahead and just add it up here. Their last 3 drives, 2 fumbles and an interception. Somewhere, to paraphrase one of the great coaches of the NFL, they're asking on that sideline, what the heck is going on out there?
Now a first down carry by Jones. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Justin Reed, the safety, made the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodgers over the middle, complete. It's Adams. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 1:52 left to play in this 2nd quarter. We're back to Houston after this timeout. On first down, it's Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Alfred Blue, the man he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only time to change things. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Got to be careful here. They need to move quickly, but it's also 4th. They're going for it. It's Watson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Watson on first down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Oh, wide open, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup at 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, Watson. This is caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm?
And this will be a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's got his man on the crossing route. He got 29 yards that time.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness.
This is caught inside the 15. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for the tight end Lance Kendricks there. And that'll bring up second down. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Second half begins with a run from Miller. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Now Watson. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And the pitch goes to Miller. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. They are going for it. Here's Watson dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Clay Matthews able to get him for a loss of about 3. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now, we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7. Now Rodgers. And that's complete to Lewis. Past the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Rodgers now to throw on 3rd down. And it's caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? They'll run it with Williams. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great play there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Packers are able to cash in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point. Back now in Houston. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Crosby on now to kick it away. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Griffin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to go out of bounds. Gigantic loss. Kept retreating, steps out. That goes down as a sack and a big loss of yardage.
Richmond. Dagger.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Catch here, left side, Thomas. Now he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move, He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. And now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And they'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Rodgers now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still. Got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run it with Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Hey, 50.
On the sneak, Rodgers. And he will push forward and pick up the 1st down. He'll grab 3 yards on the play, taking it himself for the 1st down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
That's mine. Yeah. All right. Hey. Go down.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. second down, it's Jones. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. And now the Texans want to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Rodgers. And he finds Jimmy Graham. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
Go.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the fourth.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture? That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the fourth, but they got to feel good now. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they worked on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw. Flushed. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Packers are going to win this football game. So that one hurt. No timeouts left. Look at where the ball is on the field, Charles. I don't know if the fat lady's singing yet, but she's starting to hum a little bit, isn't she?
You think she's doing scales at this point? I don't think there's any doubt about it, but they had to go for it. In this situation, with their timeout situation as well, they had to take the chance, try and get it done. They didn't. Now they're powerless to stop them, essentially.
They need a big play somehow from their defense. Give to Jones. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. Back to throw. Rodgers.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one, and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game.